I know you've been watching coverage of the DOJ's antitrust suit against Google. I certainly have. Is it possible that a broad antitrust crackdown against big tech, not just Google, but potentially Facebook, Amazon, et cetera, could constitute a macro risk?
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I mean, generally, what you see is when sectors become really important in the overall market. You saw this around 2000 with financials. You start to see more regulatory scrutiny. And so the same way that there was a push to re-regulate the banks after 2000 and 2007, you're seeing that now with tech. It's been the leadership sector. That's where the innovation is, and certainly it's forced the regulators to take an eye and look and see about monopoly pricing power. And so I don't think this is a blip. I think we'll have more issues or more press around this type of control issues for the different large players across tech and other parts of the economy.
So antitrust, big tech antitrust is a potential risk. Election risk is a real risk. It's here and now. The election is in less than 2 weeks. Henry, is election risk fully priced into the market?
I think the market has actually been pricing in that essentially a Biden victory. When you look at those type of stocks, they've been performing better. You see that if you look at stocks with low tax rates and high tax rates, they're acting like there's going to be a wave of blue. Ultimately, I think what the market doesn't want to see is a really unsettled view where essentially there's a contested election. So, when you look at the volatility curve, that's what it's pricing in. I think in recent days, just some of the things you were highlighting around tech, you've also started to see some of the small cap stocks, more cyclical stocks start to perform. I think one of the things that we should take some encouragement in just in the United States is inventories are low. You've seen consumer spending remain fairly robust, regardless of the problems that we've had around more stimulus coming, and ultimately the savings rate is high. And so I think the consumer is in decent shape. I think the market is discounting in that this recovery will continue, and that's our base view at KKR.